For years, the state of Haiti on the island of Hispaniola has been among the most unstable and chaotic countries in the entire Caribbean. Now the nation has once again fallen into severe strife, with several parts of the country under the warlord-like rule of various gangs and vigilante groups. Innocent civilians are caught in the crossfire of conflict every single day, violent crime is on the rise, supplies are running short, disease is running rampant, the government is virtually dissolved, and mass evacuations of the country are in progress. Multiple parties have considered intervention within Haiti as necessary to restoring order. Chief among them are the US, Kenya, and even Russia's Wagner Group. But quietly there have been considerations for intervention by another country, one perhaps more familiar with Haiti than any other. Hello audience, Mr. Z here with another video for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We have videos like this every week, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Before we go any further, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's donated to us on Patreon, Utreon, and right here on YouTube through channel memberships. Your donations really go a long way to keeping this channel going, and by donating to us across any of these platforms, you'll get access to some great perks including physical merch, a custom designed flag wallpaper, and access to an exclusive members-only Discord server where you can enter your scenarios for a chance to have them made into full videos. You can follow the pop-up on screen here, go to the comments section or description to visit any of these pages and support our channel, and of course you can do so by clicking the join button right below this video. If you can't donate anything, consider subscribing and sharing this video to help the channel out. Now, back to the video. We need to act now or risk seeing the after effects of violence and social breakdown for future generations. Let's face it, without security there can be no development, no rule of law, no justice for the victims. Neither can there be lasting peace in Haiti without the restoration of institutions. These were the words of the French ambassador to the United Nations. The United States has made it clear that it will not take the lead on any expedition to Haiti and is seeking out a country to do so, proposing, quote, a non-UN mission led by a partner country with the deep necessary experience required for such an effort to be effective. France may be precisely the right country to achieve this. Rocked by natural disasters, deep-seated political corruption, high crime rates, and more, Haiti has seemingly been on a spiraling decline, finally crashing upon a political crisis, the assassination of Haiti's president, and the gradual disintegration of the elected government. Following the assassination of Haiti's president in 2021, the Haitians had sought assistance from France specifically. France rejected the invitation, asserting that any intervention would need to be conducted under the authority of the United Nations. The UN, however, has been slow to act, and even still there is concern among the Haitians about the quality and morality of UN peacekeepers. Peacekeepers having been deployed to Haiti in the recent past, when Haiti's instability was deemed a threat to international peace. The prior peacekeeping operation caused a great deal of controversy throughout its duration, which lasted from 2004 to 2019, and ultimately proved unable to restore lasting stability to the country. Kenya has since come to the forefront as a potential leader for intervention in Haiti. However, there is once again concern for the quality of Kenyan forces given a history of corruption, brutality, and human rights violations, as well as concerns that Kenya may simply not have the raw might and resources to effectively stabilize the Haitian state, not even ranking in the top half of militaries in the world, only having had 2 recent military conflicts under its belt, and only one of which was successful. For context, the militaries of Sudan, Sri Lanka, and the island of Bahrain all rank above Kenya's. However, despite France's prior hesitation, certain circumstances have changed. Most notably, France has been observing an accelerated crumbling of their sphere of influence within Africa, as the rising economic influence of China, along with multiple military coups in the region, have shrunk French pull in this corner of the world. Beyond this, the seeming interest of Russia and the Wagner Group in launching their own intervention within Haiti has raised serious alarm from the US and the rest of the collective West. Sensing that they are being outcompeted in Africa, it may be in France's best interest to begin developing a new sphere of influence and ties with other developing countries. Given the existence of present-day French territories within the Caribbean, reinvestment in Haiti and a long-term occupation of the country may be a wise decision, as the French can offer the Haitians a promise of development and stability which the Kenyans simply cannot. France has a powerful modern military, it speaks the local language, has historic ties to Haiti, and understands well the hazards and conditions of the country, making France perhaps the most uniquely suited nation for tackling this challenge. But that being said, will France actually go through with this? Probably not. Haiti is a seeming black hole, it is a money pit, a geopolitical quagmire. France understands that over a decade of UN intervention was insufficient to stabilize Haiti, and the United States no doubt recognize this as well, contributing to their decision to not directly involve themselves despite their close proximity. Haiti has relatively little to offer either France, Kenya, or the United States insofar as trade, resources, or military value, and the measures that would be necessary to stabilize the country would go beyond mere peacekeeping, demanding a more intensive military operation and likely an occupation on a scale which in our day and age might be regarded as imperialistic. It's also worth considering that France's influence within Africa has been a matter of convenience, and while some would argue that France was able to essentially maintain imperialistic dominion over its former African colonies in all but name, the truth is that France has merely been holding on to as much as it possibly could without being challenged, but whenever they faced challenges, responded by increasingly loosening their grip over these countries. France's military has taken action in support of its interest within Africa in recent times, however these were largely half-hearted and lacked significant enthusiasm on the part of France to truly assert control in lands which it ultimately would not be able to shape and oversee as it would a colonial territory. As strange as it might sound, without the incentive of colonial-level influence within these countries, France does not have the motivation nor means to pursue lasting change in these far-off and unstable lands. Kenya has remained insistent on intervening, but may not have the means to sustain and complete a long-term stabilization of the country, though they might succeed in eradicating through more brutal tactics some of the gangs and vigilante groups which have taken control of the country. The potential for Kenya to merely further destabilize the country remains high. The circumstances within Haiti appear to worsen by the day, and these effects are spilling over beyond the country's borders. Already, the United States is taking in a large number of migrants from the country despite only accepting Haitians arriving under certain criteria. This has placed even greater burden upon an already strained system dealing with mass inflows of immigration from the southern border. Incidentally, Mexico has been another key destination for Haitian immigrants, with many likely hoping to use the porous border to cross over into the US. Closest to the action, however, is Haiti's neighbor who shares the island with them, the Dominican Republic. The two countries, having had a long and tumultuous history, have recently seen an elevation of tensions over increased attempts by Haitians to illegally cross the border, attempts by the Haitians to redirect a crucial river via canal which would threaten Dominican agriculture in the region, and a spilling over of gang violence from Haiti into the Dominican Republic. In response to this, the Dominican president has sought to close the border and cease all commerce with Haiti until the country is restabilized, further expediting the construction of a border wall between the two countries. The possibility of a Dominican intervention in Haiti is also not out of the question, and may be just as feasible as a Kenyan expedition, as despite falling behind the Kenyans insofar as manpower and land weaponry, they do make up for this with a superior navy and the logistical benefit of being Haiti's closest neighbor. Despite also falling far behind Kenya in overall population, the Dominican Republic currently has about twice the active personnel and paramilitary forces at their disposal. This is not even mentioning that the Dominican Republic would have a vested interest in stabilizing their next-door neighbor. In absence of a first-world power like France or the United States taking the helm of an intervention in Haiti, the country is likely to continue facing internal turmoil or possibly fall under the influence of a rival great power like China, who would benefit strategically from an outpost in the Caribbean right on America's doorstep, or perhaps even Russia, who would revel in expanding their influence in the Caribbean, possibly launching their own intervention in Haiti from neighboring Cuba. Whatever the case, the situation in Haiti likely will not improve on its own, and given the turbulent history of the country, any lasting peace will not come without serious change. Change which, if it does not come, will likely be imposed by an outside power. The question is, who will that power be? So what do you think? Will there be a special military operation into Haiti? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The US of Z thanks for watching. Mr. Z, out.